How's it going, guys? Today I'm super excited to introduce you guys to this product here. Inside of these two very large boxes is going to be a garden shed. As you guys can see, nicely boxed up, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to put this together. It's very, very heavy, but it's gonna allow us to get a lot of additional storage, and it'll sit outside. We can put garden tools and things like that in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and show you guys what we have inside.
All right, so I've got it all unpackaged. So I've got a couple panels here, and I have all of these panels here. So as you guys can see, all of this fit into two of these very large boxes, and it all comes disassembled, so we have to assemble this. Also comes with instructions and all of the necessary hardware. So we're starting on these black panels first. This is basically building the floor, so go ahead and put those two together, put 4 of these provided screws in and secure it. So this is the base. I've screwed it together. Then you want to start here. Basically, this is going to be the front where the doors open. You're going to start here on this left side. So this is kind of an L piece. Here's the right side of it, but basically you'll see that this will fold in just like that. So it's basically one piece. So we'll start here and then build our way around. As you guys can see, I have this next wall up. Basically, all of these are lettered. There's also these little channels here, so when you put it in, it'll slide into place, and then you can secure it with the supplied hardware. So I've got a couple screws there. Basically, we're going to build it this way around and follow the instructions. Very, very simple so far. Next, I've taken this other piece here, same kind of thing. I've rounded it around. Basically, this is a piece here that you turn into an L shape, and then it'll sit right in these channels here, lock it into place, and then again, put the screws in. And so what's really nice about these is they are all numbered. So you'll see this says B1, this is a C2. So the instructions are very clear. In just a few minutes, I've got this back wall together. So these are the same panels. We're gonna do another one of these corner pieces here and then follow it this way. And you wanna make sure you put this bar down the middle of this section here. I've got this side hole all up. I've started on the roof as well and put this panel up and this panel up. Okay, next up, we're gonna do these 3 rods that go on the roof line here. 1, 2, 3, and it bolts in just like so. Status update, we've got half of the roof on. So after those 3 bars, I went ahead and constructed this side of the roof. So I'll talk about that real quick. This is gonna be the panels for the roof. There's 2 separate ones. I went ahead and screwed them together. And there's these kind of channels here you'll see. Those correspond with the actual roof lines here. So they all kind of like snap into place to some degree. They sit in those channels. And then you'll see that there's holes here on the bottom. All of those correspond with holes up there. So that's how you screw it in. So just to show you on the inside here, what I mean, you'll see all of these screws here that screw the roof down in place, and then it gets screwed in here as well on this metal bar. So perfect fit, no daylight coming through, keeps all the critters and things and bugs out. As you guys can see, we've got our entire roof up. We've got the center section up as well. So that was 3 pieces. It was a gray piece, the white piece, a gray piece. So I attached those on the floor, and then I dropped it in and secured it with all of these screws that go all the way around the perimeter. That's all in, we're good to go there. Last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and put the doors on. So we have these little rods here that slide down those sides over there. That will allow us to swivel the door open and closed. Finally, the shed is all put together. I've got the doors on, and it also comes with some hardware in here, which I'll explain. So once you get these metal pieces up, this is actually a lock, which you can push down to release the top, and then pull this one up, and that allows the door to swing open. And then when you're ready to lock it, all you need to do is push the door closed, push that back up, secures the bottom and the top, and now this is basically locked. Additionally, you'll see here on the outside that you've got those levers right there. That way you can lock it top and bottom from the outside. And then here, there's a little hole right here. You can actually put a padlock right there and to keep all your things nice and secure. Make sure no one steals anything, but as you guys can see, very large. And this is gonna hold a ton of garden equipment and be super useful. And it'll sit outside. It also has this nice little weather window here, so you can look out when you're inside of there. It allows a little bit of light in, same thing with the roof. With that roof being white here, it allows a little bit of sunlight to come through. And then here's the window here as well. So really nice. So I haven't decided where I want to put this outside yet, but this is kind of my idea. This is going to be perfect to hold kids' toys and garden tools and things like that that I want to keep out of my garage. My garage is nice and clean, so I prefer to keep all the stuff off the floor if possible. So this is going to eliminate a lot of the floor things and kind of clean up my area. But this is kind of an overall look. Super nice. Gets the job done, and it looks really nice as well. So as you guys can see, super nice, high quality product, not super hard to put together. It would be helpful if you had a second set of hands, but I was able to do it completely by myself. And as you guys can see, it looks absolutely fantastic. Very large in size, so lots of capacity. And this is gonna clean up my garage, and I'm gonna allow, stuff outside, and it's gonna be really nice. So highly recommend this product. Hope you guys enjoy this review.